So it's heavy cream here in Mexico. We buy heavy cream for the coffees in the US, and it sort of blends. Here it curdles. I'm not sure why. It's in date. Anyway, it tastes okay. Cheers. Right, today's day 4, isn't it? Yeah, today's day 4 of working on Jupiter. We have been productive, and Bruce and Kim, our new crew, have been great, turning up every day and, working until beer o'clock, which tends to be a little earlier than it should be. But anyway, it's fine. Bruce cleaned out the bilges for me so that it's ready for Nyalic, because I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4 compartments that he cleaned out. And then we've still got the bows, so there's still 2 more compartments to do. But that's really difficult to get into and be in, so I'll go in, I'll do the bows, clean them out.
I should be doing.
You should, but you don't. And then we'll Nyalic it, which is going to be a big relief. That Nyalic, it's the idea of it. If you haven't seen it before, last winter we did a series of it, of how to use it. It's similar to a nylon, except nylon is a brand name, so it's a similar plastic coating to that name that everyone knows. But Nyalic is so easy. I mean, all the effort is put into the preparation, the cleaning. Make sure that, just the same as any painting, make sure the preparation is schmicko, which means in Australian. It's the cleanup, which is the big deal, and then to put it on is so easy. Just rolls on, or spray, or use a brush. So yeah, we've got 4 plus, it's still got 6 more compartments to paint. Yesterday I was about to get in there and start painting, but had a close look at the bilge down on this side and realized that there's some pitting, which now I've got the welder, I can fix. Hey guys, let me tell you about the YesWelder. Now I'm going to be honest, YesWelder has provided this for me to demonstrate and use. But don't you worry, I'm honest with stuff. In fact, there's a lot of stuff that I don't have very good things to say. But I'm really looking forward to this. And I've told you why I need an AC/DC TIG welder on an aluminium boat. People have said it for a long time. You got to have a welder on board. But, in 10 years, there hasn't been anything I needed to repair until now. Fixing up the pitting in the corrosion, I'm going to fill those pits and make it beautiful, 100% strong aluminium plate once again. Plus I got the rudder to repair as well, and I got a bunch of other little jobs that I want to work on as well. Since researching which welders are going to do the job I need for aluminium, right? Aluminum. I've been blown away by how cheap these welders are these days. And of course you can buy your expensive one, some of the best ones out there. The Miller, for example, is in the thousands. I'm talking multiples of thousands of dollars. For me to fix up a little pinhole this big, I didn't need that. I just need the smallest jigger that will get it done. This is 200 amps. This will do up to 1/4 inch or just above 1/4 inch plate, which is heaps for me. That's 6 millimeters. Jupiter's aluminium plating is 4 millimeters. The smallest one is going to get it done. So we're going to see what you get in this box. And we're also going to talk about other things that you're going to need which don't come in the box. So stand by for those. All right, the basic kit is welder, torch, gas hose, and torch accessories. YesWelder were nice enough to send me the bigger box, which comes with helmet and the foot switch. The foot switch is great for when you're sitting or standing at a workbench and you can use your foot to manipulate the current, to put more heat in where you need it and when you need it. Most of the work on Jupiter, I am head down, bum up in the sky, and I can't use my feet to control a switch, right? But we'll talk about that later. So let's have a look at the basic welder. I was pretty impressed by how small it is. Perfectly sized for life on your boat, right? It's about the size of a box of shoes. Perfect. Also, we have the leads, the torch, etc. So we have the ground clamp, 10 foot long. We've got a stick welder, which I may use. There's a repair I got in mind for the RV, but you can use basic stick welder. That's also 10 foot long. Got a manual, got a dog bone. So the plug that comes standard is the 240 volt, and this dog bone allows you to plug it into 110. This machine can handle both 120 and 240 volt. Obviously, if you're welding the thicker material, the 240 volt's going to help you out. And here's the torch. 13 foot long torch assembly. It's actually got the 2T, 4T button on the back of it. There's really great YouTube videos out there that help you learn how to TIG weld. I'm not going to go into that. I'm a beginner myself. Last time I TIG welded was like 25 years ago. I did a little bit of it, but when it was stainless steel. I've never done aluminium, so it's a learning experience for me. But this machine should do the trick. You also get a small range of accessories. You got collets, a couple of gas lenses. They're not gas lenses. Can't remember what they're called. You've also got medium size back cover and a stubby, like for using electrode that long. So that's fine, and it'll get you started. And there's your gas hose. And of course, with TIG, you're gonna use 100% argon gas. All right, so not including the helmet, but this basic kit retails for about $5.99. But check out their specials, right? So Black Friday special, this kit was under 500 bucks. Whenever they got sales, check out YesWelder.com. So of course, I didn't have any welding gear. I needed the full kit really. So I went with the helmet. So let's have a look at the helmet they give you. A couple extra visors there, just in case you get spatter, which of course with TIG welding, there's no spatter, unless you're doing something wrong. So you've got, this is the auto darkening, of course. For $100 or so, that's what you buy these days, auto darkening helmets. A lot different to when I was a kid. And the foot pedal for arc control. There's your lead, and the pedal is quite nice actually. Wow, that's quite nice. I might plug my guitar into that and see what happens. So, as I say, most of my welding on Jupiter is upside down work, so this probably won't get used. So what else do you need to buy that's not in the kit? There is at least two things which is not in the package, you got to buy separately. Start with regulator for your argon. YesWelder sell them. I think it's about $30, $40, which is really quite reasonable price for the gas regulator. It's got a nice flow meter too, right? So you can get an accurate reading of your gas flow. What goes through here? Argon. So go and buy some argon gas from your local gas dealer. When I went to get argon, I needed a bottle. The guy at the gas shop, the welding shop, he said, "Man, you don't have a bottle?" I said, "No, I need to buy a bottle and need some argon." He explained to me, go to Facebook Marketplace, pick up a gas bottle, it's cheap. If we're gonna sell you one, it's like $380 for one of those little things. So we did exactly that. Got on Facebook Marketplace. Within an hour, we had a gas bottle for $80. This wasn't clear to us in the beginning, but we picked out a really nice, pretty bottle. Secondhand, used of course, but we picked out the prettiest one, had a handle on it and everything. We thought they were just gonna fill it for us, but no. He took it away and he gave me this dirty old one and he said, "Yeah, it's an exchange." Yeah, all right, whatever. Much cheaper way to do it, Facebook Marketplace. Right, one other thing that you must have, well, I keep saying one more thing, but there's actually a bunch. You need some electrodes. This welding package does not come with electrodes. So off Amazon, bought some electrodes, some tungstens, which we will sharpen up and use in the torch, right? Gotta have these. I even went to Goodwill to find a long sleeve shirt, like 100% cotton, which is what I thought you should have. But then thanks to Google, I found out 100% cotton is highly flammable. This welding shirt is 100% cotton, but it's chemically treated, which I'm not looking forward to wearing, you know, on my skin for long periods of time. But luckily I'm not wearing it for long periods of time. Yeah, you want full skin coverage. It's a little bit sort of naked color, isn't it? But anyway, how's it look on camera? So yeah, you need the full skin coverage because the UVs that come off the arc are damaging. You'll end up with skin cancer. And the one thing I needed to buy, because I'm working upside down, was the finger current control, right? So this is put out by 6061.com. It's a welding YouTuber, and he's selling these buttons, right? So that's the harness, which has got to go to the welder itself. This button kit was $280, but it just makes perfect sense to me to spend that money to be able to control your arc while you're upside down. Can't use the foot pedal, right? So I thought that was worth the investment. I'll let you know how that goes. But that is my new kit.